What's up, guys? Gun here. I hope this video finds you well. Happy Friday, going into NFL Week 1. Big Sunday slate, lots of money out there, lots of contests out there to shop through, and that's kind of the focus of this video. This video is actually going to be something that is going to probably be members only next week. So if it is a concept that interests you and you think it's worth getting one of those low tier membership, the baby membership, click that join button below and look at what options are best for you. It's also going to be something that gives you a peek at the GundackerGaming NFL spreadsheet. Those of you that follow this channel for a long time know that we have I like to spearhead the RunDFS.com spreadsheets. Still doing that. There's going to be separate spreadsheets. The RunDFS.com is always going to have more bells and whistles and more me in terms of voice chats and my write-ups, player pool, stuff like that. But the GundackerGaming spreadsheet is going to be a really cool research aid at a little bit more of a discount based on what your level of play is, right? Like, I understand that RunDFS.com can be a little bit pricey, but I think the proprietary services that are offered at RunDFS.com, most notably the daily voice chats, is something that I think is worth keeping that at the price points that it's currently at. All the members at RunDFS.com are like 95% repeat customers, so I understand that, you know, there's value there for them, and if we lower the price point there, it would probably oversaturate voice chats and stuff like that. So we keep it that way, and that's a benefit of the GundackerGaming memberships, because we do have a separate Discord for that, which I do moderate, and I'll be there interacting with you guys via text as much as I can, and it's also a much reduced price. So I'm so excited to have two mediums of being able to not only have, you know, a little bit of service to you guys, but be able to interact with you guys at different levels. So in this video, we're going to be plugging a lot of the GundackerGaming spreadsheet and the membership benefits, but I do want to remind you guys that over at RunDFS.com, throughout the rest of this weekend, there is a special sale, $20 week pass. I think it's $35 for the 2 weeks. Let me double check that before I lie to you. Yeah, $35 for 2 week, a $70 a month pass, and the big one here, $200 gets you locked in until January 1st. Normally the month pass over there is about $100, so $200 is going to get you like 4 months of coverage at half price. So if you guys want to take advantage of that, that's going to get you daily access to the baseball spreadsheets, weekly access to the NFL spreadsheets, and daily access to the RunDFS.com VIP Discord, including daily voice chats. Lots of good information, good discussion there yesterday. We talked about several of the game theory and lineup construction builds for the Thursday night Texans and Chiefs game. We saw a hitter. Let me pull up Discord. Jalius, who okay, we have the screenshot channel here. Jalius did his thing on FanDuel, almost $17,000 bucks, $514 entered, and he played the single game contest on FanDuel, rocking Deshaun Watson, Patrick Mahomes, the two running backs, David Johnson and CDH of the Chiefs, and then we were all flirting with Akins, right, the tight end for the Texans, and it worked out. So congrats to Jalius, flipping 17K before week 1 really even started. So if you guys want to go join that, we've seen some big winners in the last month or so. Jake, of course, won 100K in the last month or so. We've got a couple other little takedowns. Celia, losing to a girl, took down one of the was it the Quarter Arcade last night on FanDuel? So we got cats balling at every level, balling on a budget, balling on big budgets. No matter where you play, price wise, entry level wise. There's something in there for you. So I'd love to see you guys in there. If a run DFS might be a little outside your means, or something you don't want to commit to yet, check out the Gundacker Gaming benefits. One of the benefits of having a Gundacker Gaming membership, I think at the $9.99 level, is access to this spreadsheet, which has some quick reference statistical data from last season, including defense versus position, rushing stats. We have the industry pricing comparison chart. If you guys want to see if you get a better bargain on a player on one site versus the other, it's going to compare DraftKings, FanDuel, Yahoo, and all the cool bells and whistles there. Some depth charts for some of these teams, run pass ratios. But in this video, we're going to reference the contest selection tab the most, because I want to talk about some of my favorite contests out there in the DFS world this weekend on all the sites, DraftKings, FanDuel, and Yahoo. I made a little spreadsheet here, and in this tab I'm going to explain it. The first column, of course, what site the contest is on, what slate the contest is on, the name of the contest, so if you guys are trying to find it in the lobby, how much it costs to enter, the rake, the prize pool, the price to first place, the percentage of the prize pool to first place, which I generally like to be between 10 and 12.5% in a perfect world, and then of course 15% or less, and then you're gonna see a lot of 20% or less. The prize awarded to 10th place, what min cash pays out. We love to see 2x. Don't see that a whole lot this weekend. And the percentage of the entry field that gets paid out, the amount of people entered or the amount of lineups entered, field size, the max entry amount for that contest, the cost to max, and then this, I named it the break-even column. Basically what break-even means for this spreadsheet is if you were to max enter the contest, what your top bullet would have to place in order to break even, allowing the rest of your lineups to be pure profit. This is very, I don't use the words misleading, because that's not what I meant to do here, but this is just how I've always thought about contests when I like to max, or mass rather. So a lot of times I'll look at, oh man, for instance, this $25 on Yahoo, which is 125 entry max, you'd have to second place just to get back your entry fees, right? And then everything else would probably hit. Now, if you have a strong core, you don't necessarily have to finish second place. It's just my way of thinking of, man, what do I got to do to pay off? So when I see something like that, what I'll generally do there is not run the max, right? Just, I can run 20 to 50 entries in 150 max, and then I don't have to finish as high with one lineup to kind of give me the rest there. So there's a couple different ways to think about that. That's just how I've been doing it. Anyway, so that's a quick preview of there. I'm not going to go through each contest here. That would be boring. But I'm going to give you my top 3 favorite contests, bang for your buck, points per dollar. But of course, we'll talk about the big boys here. There's 2 milli makers on DraftKings. There's a $5 level. If you guys are playing that, it's purely promotional. It's lottery tickets. It's lightning strike odds. I think you might even have better odds of getting struck by lightning than winning that thing. But hey, go for it, right? Go try to win $1 million. I think NFL right now is probably the last of the Mohicans when it comes to having a large amount of casual players, making contests not as sharp and difficult as we've seen other sports, right? We've seen the corrosion of edge for NBA big time, and baseball a lot as well. Well, NFL, there's still going to be a lot of edge because there's a lot of casual players, and a lot of these contests are going to get filled up with a lot of people that are just a regular Joe Schmo that you meet at the bar, right? So I let that, knowing that, kind of offset some of these rakes that are sitting at 16%, because we know there's going to be a lot of dead lineups that just don't have a chance pre-flop, right? With that said, if you're playing the Millie Maker this weekend, it's purely promotional. It's purely shots in the dark here. I'm not going to dog you for playing that. It's usually not a contest I play at the $20 level, because it's astronomical odds. It's usually, you know, minus EV. But at the $5 level, it's even worse because you literally on the $5 entry have to beat out 1.2 million entries. And that's a lot. So that is a contest that I'll probably play, but I would not be results orientated when the, you know, come Sunday night, right? If you do want to chase $1 million and you got a little bit longer bankroll, maybe look at the $100 entry Millie Maker. The total number of lineups into that one is just 28,000. That's a whole lot less, a whole lot less than the near 1.2 million on the $5 level. So your odds increase. I would probably rather have, you know, 5 lineups in the $100 versus 100 lineups in the $5. Just like that's probably where I would go, and you're probably going to see a big gap in top score between the contests. Typically, contests that I like to enter are 50K or less entries. Like I like a lot of medium stakes at, you know, 10 to 30K. But if you're chasing $1 million, if you only have to beat out 30K entries, 28K entries, I think the $100 worth a couple tickets there. And I'd probably rather, like I said, I'd rather have, you know, 1 to 5 entries in that versus 100 entries in the $5. That's just me. That's just me. If you haven't played on FanDuel yet, or if you have a very, very dormant and low used account, absolutely take advantage of the 200K NFL Huddle. EXE stands for Experienced Players Excluded. A lot of you guys probably don't qualify for this. It'll show up in the FanDuel lobby. This is like a perfect contest, but it's only for noobs, right? It's a $3 entry, 150 max, 10% rake. Why can't we get that everywhere? 20K to first, so 10% of the total prize pool to first. And it pays out almost 30% of the field. So that is a contest that they want people to play, feel good about themselves, and win, and then put that money in the other contests and kind of bleed out, right? 74,000 people in that thing. $450 to max enter. You'd have to finish 6th place. I definitely know a lot of people in my life that I would encourage to, you know, take some shots on that, throw 20 lineups in that, and see what happens. So if that's you, if you guys are new, or even if you're just like DraftKings player, you never play FanDuel, you'd probably go take advantage of that. You know, make a new account. If you're gonna do that, I'll have a link to FanDuel using my referral link, and you guys will actually get a bonus for using my link once you deposit and play. I think we both get like extra $10, $20 or something like that. Don't quote me. I'll have the details on the pinned comment below. And I also have a special bonus for the DraftKings link as well. So I'll have that below too as well. Anything else I want to talk about here? Let's talk about Yahoo, right? If I sort this from lowest rate to highest rate, Yahoo is right up here at top with the third or the second lowest rate contest, but points per dollar versus not being a Millie Maker or Experienced Players Excluded is probably the best contest on the slate overall. If you want to appreciate its balancedness, it's a $25 entry, 100K prize pool, 10K to first, so 10% of the total prize pool to first place, 10% rake, 10.1% rake, which is just, you know, I mean, this is huge, right? I'm drooling at the fact that this EXE contest is 10%, but Yahoo's giving me that over there on their site for everyone. So I'm very, very appreciative of that. It is $1,000 for 6th through 10th place, which I thought was a little fishy, not fishy, but a little bit weird. I would have loved to seen increments staggered there a little bit. Min cash is $50, so it's 2x min cash. You'll love to see that. Pays out 23.8%. 4,450 entries if it fills. I think that has a good chance of filling, but Yahoo does tend to have overlay more than some of the other sites. I think Their bigger contest, the Baller, which is a $10 entry fee, also is raked at a low rate, 12.3%. I think that contest has the shot at overlaying at 57,000. So if you want to see that rake basically be another 10% contest and double your amount of entries, go for that one. The min cash isn't 2x, but it's still something to take advantage of. Yahoo's a site that really doesn't get enough love. I think they deserve more love. I know and can concede that their lobby is a little rough on the eyes, and it just doesn't feel great like DraftKings or FanDuel. But points per dollar, right? Bang for your buck, they're right up there as a great site to play on. So check them out. I'm going to talk about my 3 favorite contests overall on every site. So my number 3 favorite contest is going to be that $25 Yahoo contest I just talked about. I just think that's a really, really good opportunity. If you threw $100 at that, 4 entries at that, I think it makes a lot of sense to kind of take that plunge here. And I would love to see that contest overlay for my own selfish reasons, but at the same time, the more contests overlay, the lower the contests are going to be next week, and so on and so forth. So yeah, my second favorite contest this week, I want to give love to each site. So I'm going to force a FanDuel contest here. It's the $50 hot route. It's a single entry contest. Let me pull it up here. It is a $50 single entry contest. It's raked at 12%, which is 4% lower than most of the average contests that you're going to see in the lobbies. A lot of those contests are 15 to 16%. This one's ranked at 12%, $50,000 prize pool, 5K to first, so 10% of the prize pool to first. You like to see that. Usually indicates a good balance payout. 500 to 10th. It's $100 min cash, so it is 2x min cash, and it pays out 25% of the field. Usually if a contest is going to pay out 25% or more, it's going to be like a 1.5 min cash or something like that. Usually it's not going to be 2x min cash. So this one is, so that does give you an opportunity to get your money back in a 25% payout structure, and the field size is only 1136. So if you really think you have some decent skills, you want to negate variance as much as possible. I love the idea of competing with just 1,100 people for a shot at 5K, and even trying to get a podium finish in that contest for a comma in the win columns or in the winnings column. So I like that a lot. And then my favorite contest on all the sites right now, single entries is kind of my jam, because you can find some of the best value in single entries, especially mid to high stakes. I think if you are trying to find an average contest that has low rake, decent payout, you got to kind of get away from the $5 to $3 and look at the 20, the 30, the 40, the 50s to 100. This one is a $27 contest, single entry on DraftKings. It's called The Blind Side. 100K prize pool, 14.25% rake, 100K total prize pool, 10K to first, so 10% to first there, 1K to 10th, so 10% of first place to 10th place. It's a $54 min cash, so it is a 2x min cash. It pays out 22.85%, so almost 23% of the prize pool. 4,319 entries if it fills. It's a max entry of 1. So if you min cash, you 2x, and then I think it gives you a great chance at a balanced payout as you do better and better. And I love the scoring on DraftKings the most out of any site, so I definitely think that's my favorite contest overall. So check that one out. Of course, FanDuel has the Millie Maker as well. All the Millie Makers are just going to be high rake, high variance shootouts. I like to target single entries and 3 entry maxes and even 20 entry maxes. I want to mention a couple other contests. If you haven't seen it on FanDuel, there's a very unique contest called the it's Quick Pick Kickers, and it's hashtag for the brand. So I'm assuming this is something to do with their relationship with Pat McAfee. It's a $20,000 prize pool, $3 entry, 16% rake, $20,000 prize pool, 2K to first. So 10% of the prize pool to first. It's just $75 to 10th place. Min cash is $6, so it is a 2x min cash. It pays out 1 in 4, 25.2% of the field, and the field size is just under 8K. It's a 20 entry max, costs you $60 to throw 20 lineups. So at that, your best lineup would have to finish 10th to get your money back, and everything else could be profit. I like this one a little bit more than the normal kind of promotional one, because a lot of these type of contests don't have a lot of mainstream coverage, right? There's not a lot of Gundackers out there on YouTube talking about these niche contests, and I think this is a super niche contest because it's focused directly on kickers. So you have to do a little bit of outside the box research, because kickers aren't carried on classic slates anymore, so you're not going to see a whole lot of focus on kicker projections or anything like that. So you get to build lineups that will be unique because of just the study that needs to be done, and it's different, right? You're not gonna have there may not even be an optimizer that supports this. There might be one or two, but like it's not gonna be as commonplace. So you might even see guys hand build 20 lineups, and I think that'll be a fun contest. I'm definitely gonna have 20 entries into that one, so check that one out. And I think another contest I wanted to talk about. Oh, not another contest, but I want to remind you guys on DraftKings, if you guys are, the type of person that, I don't like to play against sharks. You see Osmo in the lobby, or I can't think of any other big boys. You see those guys in the lobby, and you're just scared to play that one. There is a couple fail safes by the websites that will get you in contests without high rollers, the sharks and stuff like that. DraftKings specifically is something I want to talk about. First of all, when DFS started getting regulated, there were some guidelines to contests. We saw max entries go from 500 to 150. But another thing that DraftKings had to implement or did implement was that all of their contests under $5, unless otherwise specified, like the mini max, were 20 entry max. So any contest $4 and below, unless it's a mini max, is just 20 entry max. So you don't have to face 150 lineups at the $4. And if the contest prize pool is under 25K, the big boy sharks, right, guys that are churning millions of dollars every year in contest fees and winnings, aren't allowed to be in it. So go check your mini max. If your prize pool is under 25K, look for some of those names that you're scared of. You probably won't find them because the site will not allow them to get into that. So if you're trying to ball on a budget and grind the low stakes and work your way up, kind of focus on some of that. Some prize pools under 25K, entry fees under $5, and do some work there. I love those type of contests for like after hours baseball slates and stuff like that. So lots of fun contests out there. I would also say look at tiers. Tiers doesn't necessarily have a contest that sticks out payout wise, but it's another niche area that doesn't get a whole lot of mainstream coverage. Right now there's a lot of buzz on like showdown slates, and I think that's because the showdown prize pools are getting really, really big. But tiers isn't really getting a whole lot of love, and there's a lot of game theory and strategy in tiers to take advantage of. So I definitely encourage you guys to really look at those lobbies. And on FanDuel, check out the leagues. 100-man leagues, pay out top 12, balanced structure there, and balanced payouts there. But yeah, so that's kind of my peek at the lobbies here. If you want my full spreadsheet here, and if you guys see some contests that I missed and you really like, throw them in the comments below. Otherwise, man, I appreciate you guys stopping by. I'm going to try and get more content out before opening kickoff on Sunday. Remind you guys, this Sunday at Lock, I'm going to be live right here on the YouTube channel, just chilling, right? We're going to put the camera on. We're going to have the RunDFS.com VIP voice chat up, guys sweating games, sweating lineups. I'll probably have the Millie maxed out. We'll sweat the Millie maker. If you guys have some sweats, you can throw links in chats and we'll vibe out, man, right? It's a crazy world out there. Some places getting cold temps. We still got COVID running around. Maybe we don't want to go to B-dubs and risk it. Just hang out at the desk, man. We'll have the chat up and we'll enjoy some football. And yeah, I'm going to try and have some core plays videos for FanDuel and DraftKings tonight, maybe even Yahoo. I'm going to have so much work to be done over the weekend for the VIP at FanDuel. So make sure you guys are part of that. If you want to be part of that, this is the best weekend. I don't think the price is going to get better before the end of the year than what it is right now. So if you want to test it out, it's a great time to do that. I appreciate you guys stopping by. Hit that thumbs up before you get out of here. I love each and every one of you, and I'll see you guys next time. Good luck, God bless, and go win some money.